Here are the lights I filmed this morning in the daytime. All these red lights, and they are not attached to the building. I checked it out thoroughly. They are in mid-air and they're all clusters, and they're just not attached to the building at all. I'm just gonna go in over here closer. Okay, all of these are new clusters right there, the whole row of them. They're not windows in an apartment building. And these red ones, they're not attached to the building at all. They're hovering in midair. I checked that out thoroughly today. This saucer or hat-like looking thing I couldn't see. I could barely make out the shape, but it was so light that you couldn't really see it properly. But you could tell that that white cluster on the bottom of it was still there. So I have a daytime video from 6 a.m. that shows that. But all these other clusters there in a row, they're not windows, they're clusters. And look at them all. This is the bottom row of the red clusters. And look at all the clusters just forming. The air is just saturated with these organisms. Here you can see the difference between the windows. You can see some windows, but on this one over here, let's see what happened to it. This one, okay, you can see clusters, and especially take a look at that blue one. You can see that blue one. That blue cluster is rare. That's all by itself. Okay, so that blue cluster there, that's a very rare color for a cluster, and that's a royalty in the orb world. They hardly ever show up, and they seem to be very important to orbs. They are in charge, and just watch it operate. It's all by itself, there's nothing around it, so you can really see it moving. But that blue color is some kind of royalty in the orb world, and they all kowtow to that one. There's other colors: orange, red, purple, and green, and all of them kowtow to this blue one for some reason. And that's a very important color for them. Just watch that cluster operating. You can see that the entire larger cluster has a blue halo all around it. And look at all the entities in the air, just zillions of them. And there's a real crowd. Look at these larger ones. There's 4 clusters making that large cluster, but it's the blue one that's in charge. So just look at the way it operates. I don't want to hear anybody say this is a street light, because we don't have street lights like that, and especially not blue. Okay, so that's going to get larger. Wherever you see that blue halo, that's how big that nucleus is going to be. And these other ones that are real bright, they're right above windows, and there's lots of them. They're either right outside windows or right above windows, and look how bright they are. Those are not lights from inside the building, they're too bright, and just way too bright. Look. So that's what's happening.